Well, hello, my friends, Earthlings. Are we calling? We're still working on it. We're still working on what are we going to call ourselves? How are we going to start this off? It's me, your host, Ariana Maddox. Welcome to Earth to Ariana. Woo, woo. That's literally me trying to woo. Sounds like something from The Ring. I am here today with one of my favorite people on the entire planet, Simon Curtis.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hi, welcome. And if you're wondering why I sound like a demon from The Ring, it's because I was at Coachella all weekend, and today is Tuesday. So just, think about that timeline. But we're here and we're alive. We're surviving. Thriving? Not so sure about that, but surviving, yes. We were just talking about our caffeine addictions, and I was saying that this past weekend at Coachella, I would roll out of bed, crack open a Celsius, chug that, and then Tom would make me a coffee.
The Celsius in the morning, like the wake up out of bed, and I'm just picturing you having it like on the nightstand ready to go.
Like we're ready to go. I rolled up and we went to the grocery store, and I brought with me from home a shopping bag full of, I think, 20 of them.
Jesus.
Yeah. There was one day I think I had 2. And then Tom would make me a coffee, and then I would go to this festival and drink Red Bull vodka all day. And obviously, okay, so a few things that we always do here at Earth to Ariana.
Oh, yes.
One thing we always do is we have a cocktail.
Oh.
But given the circumstance, instead of like a real cocktail today, I brought...
What do we have?
A bottle of Pedialyte.
You need and deserve at this point.
I just remember as a child, maybe like 2 or 3 years old, and I was sick. I must have had like the worst diarrhea ever. And I was prescribed, but they were like, we're either going to put a feeding tube into this child's body or she has to drink Pedialyte. And I just remember being like, I fucking hate this. It tastes so bad. I can't believe I actually voluntarily bought this. I don't think I've actually had it since then.
You know what? Pedialyte doesn't taste as bad if you cut it with water and put a lot of ice in it.
Cut it with water?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is it, like child-proof? What?
They make them child-proof now.
Oh my
It's like
gosh.
a full thing.
I can't even. Hold on. Let me use my teeth.
Do you need me to help? You've got the full nail situation. I'm happy to help you.
There we go. Crack open this Pedialyte and get started. Woo!
Cackling in the microphone.
That looks like
here.
a freaking applesauce.
You have to use this thing.
Oh
There's like a little cutty
What
thing.
is this?
And you put it on the top and you swirl it around.
Oh, why do you know this?
Because what was it? Did I get the flu or something? I don't know. I had something last year.
Oh my God. Oh, bottoms up.
Oh, chug a lug.
Ugh. Okay. Wow. Can't believe that. Okay. And the other thing that we always do is we always come here cozy, because here's the thing. When you want to get down nitty gritty and talk about the real shit with your pals, you got to be cozy. It's like being on a sleepover.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a really comfy, cozy cardigan.
I am too. I didn't even know.
We didn't even know. We like matched. We didn't even know. And I'm wearing Target pajamas.
Ooh, I love that.
Yes.
I love.
People who are maybe going to see a little video clip here or who are listening don't know that you're also wearing the most fabulous Crocs of all time.
Yes.
Yeah. Bejeweled, bedazzled. Like, no one does a Croc.
Out, but it's my platforms.
Oh my God. No one quite does a Croc like Simon. And you convinced me to buy Crocs.
And then you fell up the stairs. I'm getting like videos at like 2 a.m, and you're like, these fucking Crocs. I just fell up the stairs 3 times. I think I rolled my ankle.
I almost freaking died. I was like, I can't wear these. They're still sitting. They're sparkly and they're beautiful. And I got so many cool gibbets, but they're just sitting on my shoe shelf. I can't wear them.
Once you get used to the platforms, it's like that's like all I can wear now.
I almost died though.
I mean, think of the Spice Girls. Like, what did they do?
What did they do? WWSGD.
Let's remember our letters.
What?
What are those?
Yeah. So I wanted to just tell everybody, I am such a huge fan of yours.
Oh, well, thank you.
For so many reasons. Number one, you are a pop icon.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I think most people who are listening to this know that. Not only that, though, you are an angel of a human.
Aww.
You are like sent from above with just like glitter coming down around you. Truly amazing. You are a writer, a singer, a performer, an angel. You are so many things, and I'm such a huge fan of yours. And that was a big reason why I wanted to have you on here and talk to you.
Oh,
yeah, I love you so much.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you.
Yes.
That's very kind. That's like I'm really overwhelmed right now.
Yeah,
I'm very touched.
you're a legend.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. I think people need to go on Spotify and just search Simon Curtis. They need to go buy your novel.
Well, thank you.
And shortly they need to get up on that graphic novel.
Oh, yeah, which is a Silver Lake.
Yes, coming soon.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
October.
I can't wait.
Well,
And you guys, I've seen like little snippets of it, and you're gonna be
I got the full cover yesterday. I have to show you.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh my god, people are gonna die.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so good.
I'm super excited.
Yeah. So one of the things that we like to do here.
What an introduction! Oh
yeah,
man.
No,
okay.
Well, just I'm being real. We like to talk about the weird, nitty gritty things that we fangirl over, because there are things that I think even the biggest star in the entire world is a fan of that maybe they like don't like want people to know about. You know what I mean? That are maybe like a little off the beaten path.
I broadcast all that shit regularly.
Yes.
And you know, like I'll be texting you, like I feel like 90% of my texts to you are just like new random weird ass things I'm obsessed with. And I'm like, no, you have to try this.
Yes. What is it today?
Today, right now, just random things that I'm obsessed with. The Feel Free shot.
You saw it's in the lobby.
They're in the lobby.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with them. And it's Feel Free, it's like this Kava shot. And I didn't even know what it was, but I went into Erewhon, and like over by where the kombucha is, there's this little sign that says must be 18 or older to buy.
Ooh.
So immediately I'm like, well, what is this?
Yeah.
And I read about it, and it's like a euphoria tonic. Da, 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 da. And I mean, all that stuff in Erewhon, like I'll try the nootropics, I'll try the supplements, the whatever, just because I think it's fun. But it never really actually leads to like a feeling of euphoria. Yeah. You're just like, I spent $12 on that.
Yeah.
Fun. I'll try the next one.
Yeah.
And I did this one, and I think I was texting you.
Yes, you were.
When I did it.
Yes.
Like laying on the kitchen floor, having like life conversations, like fully just like ascended in this like blissful state, just like talking about feelings.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what the hell is this thing? So I don't know, I'm obsessed with it
Well,
now.
you got me to try it. My first attempt didn't go so well.
Well, it tastes like ass.
Well,
you
you
have to
didn't
hold your
warn
breath.
me, though.
Well, it says on the bottle to take.
That it tastes like ass.
It doesn't say that, but it's... I guess it would be really terrible marketing on their part. I'm gonna lose it. Tastes like ass. Ooh, oh my God.
No, but it really does. It really does. You have to be prepared.
Yeah, you have to just
You have to know that like it's gonna be really bad.
The flavor is not the sensation.
No.
It's not the sensation.
No.
But you just hold your breath, take it like a shot, have a little chaser. Because it's like, the bottle is like one shot.
Yeah, you have to get through that.
Yeah.
And then, it feels amazing. I think I was watching Drag Race España.
That's a fun way to do it.
Yeah. It did make me hungry. I was like, am I going to be hungry? I got a little hungry. It felt a little bit like the high of weed minus the anxiety. Because I don't smoke weed very much.
Yeah, neither do I.
And by very much, I mean I don't.
Yeah, me either.
I used to way back in the day.
Uh-huh.
But I went like 2 years without smoking weed at all. And after that, now anytime I attempt to, I get really like anxious.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. So the Kava, the Feel Free, almost feels like that high, but without that anxiety.
Kind of, yeah.
I could easily breathe through it more than I could with weed.
It's interesting too because it feels almost like there's like a little bit of like Molly-esque to it, like but junior, like it's not
light,
it's,
Lite.
Yeah, it's just like you could have like a really good, pleasant conversation, like a very deep conversation.
Yes.
I had one of my good childhood friends. She was in town with her new husband, and like we'd gone through some stuff like 10 years ago and really lost touch. And this was somebody who was like my soulmate. Like we met in third grade, moved to LA like around the same time, was just like my ride or die. And we had this like really tragic falling out.
Oh no.
And so she came over the other night with her husband, and we did them, and we had this like breakthrough conversation. It was so beautiful.
Were there tears?
Yes, totally.
Yes.
And it was just like we talked all night, and it was like one of those things, and it like facilitated kind of like an anxiety-free environment to just like really talk about feelings.
I love that.
I'm always about that.
My favorite is when you're like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to go into Oprah mode. I'm like,
You
I
said
love
it.
when you get
said-
in Oprah
'cause
mode.
You were the one who coined the term. You were like, oh God, I feel like you should. Who are you? You were like, I need to. You mentioned somebody. You're like, I need to have somebody over so you can have an Oprah talk.
Oh,
I forgot what it was. And that was the first time that you said that. And I was like, I'm always down for Oprah talk.
yeah. Simon is someone who we can get really, really deep. We can get full Oprah, like healer vibes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a Reiki master, so you do have like healing vibes, and you can very easily get to, it can start as a very innocent conversation, and then you're like, wait, I'm noticing. Wait, I'm feeling, I'm sensing there's some trauma here. Should we?
That's me.
I love it.
And I did that even as a kid, like before I studied Reiki. Like I was just always this like Pisces who was just like, let's like really talk now.
Ooh,
like let's talk about the feelings.
I love that.
Me too.
I like that so much more than those times when you're just like, the weather was okay today.
I know. I have fun with it's fun to me to like find out about people and to like get into their soul.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, it's so great. What was it your healing that feeling that you have inside of yourself? Is that what led you to decide to study Reiki and get into it?
No, I was actually introduced to my teacher. So I study a certain kind of Reiki that's not like normal Reiki. It's called Pause and Joy Reiki. And she's like... So my teacher, Patty Penn, she's the person who created this modality, and it integrates like this thing called dynamic tapping, as well as Reiki, as well as just other energy work. So it's kind of like way more than that. And I was introduced to her, and like my first conversation with her blew my mind. Like she just looked in my eyes and said something about my dad, and like she said something that like exploded me, and I was like, okay, I'm down. Like whatever you like have to like do, I'm ready to do it. So I did a session with her, and that changed my life because it was like 40 years of therapy in one session. And then from there I was just like, I'm ready to be a student. I'm going to study with you.
Nice.
So yeah, that's been really life-changing.
Yeah. How do you enjoy, or how do you what is it like now taking that and spreading it to other people?
It's really funny too. I mean, it's like people are so much more open to things when you give them the chance to be. Because usually I find that people who do this kind of work, the first person to judge is themselves.
Of course. Like
they're the first person to like kind of like shit talk their own practice and be like, well, I do this thing and you might think it's kind of weird. Like, no, like so I never do that to myself, and I never like allow me to put my practice down in that way. And I find that just offering it to people and just sharing it really helps people.
Yeah.
And like I've had some mind-blowing conversations like from it when I send Reiki, and like things come through because like I'm just going all in it, but like I get messages when I send energy to people like that, and like I get like feedback from it.
Really?
And, yeah.
Like what kind of, is there anything specific that you'd be able to?
Most of it's all been super, super personal with people, but like when I send Reiki to somebody and I ask, permission to do it, oftentimes like there's just things that come through that wind up being super vital to their lives and like what they're going through, and like things that I would have no way of knowing beforehand. So it's happened many times now, like enough times that it's just proven to me over and over and over again that like it's real.
Yeah, you're like, this is actually a thing because it wasn't a fluke.
Exactly.
It was like,
Exactly. Like there's no way that I could have known these things that are just like things that we're fully talking about now and that you're crying about and like, whoa, this is holy shit. This is like somebody just blew up a bomb. Like, wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So
it's so interesting.
It is. It's been really, really wild. I love it. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
And that's like not what I do as a career. Like I'm not like setting up a shop like to, you know, I'm not, I'm not, like, that's just not what I do. It's, you know, it's just very much like, you know, doing that energy work is beneficial for me because, you know, I'm a creative professional and like even just getting out of my own way from my own trauma and handling my own shit, like to be able to do what I want to do, like writing books and making music and like all of these other things, like doing that spiritual work really, really just benefits it.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so interesting to me. I've always wanted to be a more spiritual person, but I am always so like not.
Oh no, I think
like
you
it's
totally
there,
are.
but it's like one of those things that I think that my initial way of like responding to something is always very like logic, you know, and I always want to be more spiritual, more in tune with that side of myself.
Totally.
So that's like, so I love hearing about all of that from you.
It's so interesting that like you think of yourself as such a skeptic, but you have a podcast called Earth to Ariana that's all about asking questions and like just to the void and seeing what answers come through.
That's so true. Who is she?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
is she doing? Something that the complete, you know, 180 here, complete detour. But one of the things that I want to talk about being a fan of after this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Pedicabs and pedicab drivers. I fucking love you guys.
Oh, like the feet?
Yes.
Oh.
Like guys on bikes with a cart behind them that will take you wherever you need to go.
Wow.
I'm a big fan.
I didn't realize that
Music
was even
playing.
a thing.
Oh, yeah. So at a music okay, so I'm a fan of music festivals.
Yes.
As you know. The reason I love music festivals is because I love to be able to go and see multiple artists that I might not be able to see at all or would take me years to be able to see all of those shows in LA or wherever. Yeah. They're all in one place. I can bop around, you know, and I love the experience of it. One of my other favorite music festivals is Life is Beautiful, and that is in downtown Vegas. And the biggest thing about that festival is everything is very close together.
Yeah.
So you don't run into the same logistical issues that you do at a festival like Coachella. My biggest thing about Coachella is I like to stay within walking distance. I don't deal with Ubers. I don't deal with, you know, the logistic nightmare of trying to get to a house that is in La Quinta or Palm Springs. I don't do that because it's just a nightmare. Yeah. But even staying in walking distance, shit is far. Yeah. Shit is far apart. And once you get to a certain area within like the different paths or the different parking lots, there will be pedicab drivers there. And is it expensive? Sure. Yeah. I don't care. It's worth it.
I mean, it should be. They're biking people around in the heat
in
of
the
desert.
dust. Yeah. And they usually have like, if I have fun music playing at nighttime, a lot of times they have lights on their carts. And you hop on and they take you from one end to the other, and it is a godsend because, you know, especially on day 3, your feet, your legs, your lungs, your
Celsius
body, you are on the verge of death. And the last night we did something that we love to do at the end of every Coachella, which is go to the campground and go to the silent disco. So back in the campgrounds, which happens to be the opposite direction of where our house is.
Naturally.
Yeah, there's like this big dome set up, and there were 2 DJs, so you could switch between green and pink, and they're up there and they're both on their own frequency doing their own thing, and you could listen to one or the other. At one point, there was a guy on the pink that was playing guitar. It was just,
that's amazing.
It's so fun. And that, you know, and it was 2:30 in the morning, and we're like, we got to get back all the way to the it's a square, right?
Yeah.
We're on the bottom left corner of the square. We have to go top right corner of the square to get to where we're going. So we approach these pedicab drivers and we're like, "Are you guys still working?" Because they're chewing on pizza. They're having, and they're like, "I mean, yeah, we'll take you guys."
Oh.
This poor guy. We cram into this pedicab.
How many people?
6 people.
Jesus.
Me, Raquel, and Olivia, Brad, Tom, and Logan. And I'm in the middle. My knees are literally in Brad's balls. I'm sitting like arched like this. Raquel is on my butt. Like my butt is Raquel's seat. And this poor man.
How is he doing this?
I don't know. But this poor man, he drove us. We needed to go to the yellow path. I guess if you're a Coachella person, you'll understand. The yellow path is top right, right?
Yeah.
This poor man, he took us to the end of the green path.
Oh, no.
Which is the Uber, like this other Uber path. And that was the opposite way. And we were like, we need to go the other way.
Oh, no.
So he was like, it's my fault. You did say yellow. I'll take you. This poor man took us all the way up to where we needed to go. I felt I gave him a lot more money than what was expected. I understand it was an honest mistake.
Yeah.
It's the end of the weekend.
Totally.
I felt bad. So, but it was just, they're just angels. Like, thank God for these pedicab drivers.
Bless you and your good deeds.
Yes. It was everything. It was everything. And even from there, we still had to walk a million miles. We got on another one after that.
Jesus.
Another one that looked like a covered wagon.
I love that.
He was listening to, we Shazammed it. He was listening to an artist named Hank Trill, which I guess is a parody of like Hank Hill, King of the Hill.
That's amazing.
And one of the lyrics of the songs he was listening to was, "I don't buy shoes, take them off dead bodies."
I mean,
we were like, is this real? Is this a fever dream? What is happening?
It was the Celsius hallucination.
It actually never happened.
It was.
I had to
You were
climb
just laying on the floor in your house the whole time. It was just a Celsius OD.
Oh my God. It was a whole thing. And then another thing I'm a fan of now, which is disgusting, is something I experienced today. You know, I showered throughout the weekend, but I did not wash my hair.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's
a
a
lot of
whole
work.
it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even bring my right blow dryer. It was gonna look like whatever. It would have looked it looked better not doing that.
Totally.
Today, I finally washed my hair. The color of the water.
Desert.
It was so disgusting, but I like fucking loved it. Like I loved it.
It was probably like a clay cleanse for your scalp.
Yes,
Like, it was
yeah,
probably
clay
super
cleanse. Yes.
exfoliating.
Yeah. That's definitely what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't disgusting parking lot dirt.
No. Brake dust fumes.
Yeah,
No.
it wasn't glitter dandruff. It was none of that.
It was just clay from the earth.
Yes, there you go.
was
See,
very
I like the way that
nourishing.
you're describing it. I was looking at it like, this is, you know, I just love something gross. And it was like gross and amazing.
I love that.
I was obsessed with it.
I love that.
Just kind of scrubbing my head, looking at my hands and going like, oh, hell yeah.
Oh, something that I'm a super, super, super fan of right now. And you know, because I made you listen to it when I picked you up for the hike.
Yeah.
Leaked song by Addison Rae. I Got It Bad.
Yeah.
It is my favorite song in like 5 years. I'm so obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I just have like the leaked file, and I've listened to it at least 6,000 times the past 2 weeks.
What does Addison Rae call her fans? What are her fans?
What I said on Twitter, Lil Racists.
What was the other one?
Adderalls. The Adderalls or Lil Racists. Her on Twitter was like, what are the Addison Rae stands called?
Yeah,
Lil
what do they
Racists
call
or Adderalls?
With the RAE dash. And I like the Adderalls.
Yeah. Adderalls. It's way more inclusive.
Oh my God, that cracked me up. I was like, yeah, we need to figure this out.
Yeah,
you know,
truly.
you got the Britney Army.
Yeah, I think.
Is that the Rihanna Army?
Well, I know there's BTS Army. Like, I think
I guess they're just all armies.
I think they are. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's like
There's a lot of my fans are Robot Army.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. There's a lot of armies.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What are mine? Ari Armies.
Ari Armies. Well, Ariana Grande has the Arianators.
Oh. Well, I can't steal that.
No, but you could do an army.
Yes.
Arianator. Just add some more nators.
Yeah, we got to figure that out one day. I need to accumulate more people, though, to fill the army. Maybe we're like not the army, we're like the Marines. No, I don't know. I don't want to go down that route. I don't know what I'm doing. No, thank
Peace
you.
Corps.
The Peace Corps. Peace Corps. The Coast Guard. Oh my God.
The Coast Guard. Oh, I'm dying.
Help me.
Oh my
Help
God.
me.
But yeah, so I Got It Bad by Addison Rae is and my favorite little combo, except I gave up caffeine. I'm off caffeine
Babe,
right now.
I don't know how you're doing it. I don't get it.
I try once a year to do like a caffeine cleanse.
Do you get a migraine when you do it? Because I get a migraine if I don't have caffeine.
Because I found there's this stuff, here's an obsession, this stuff called Dandy Blend. It's a blend of dandelion and chicory root.
Doesn't that make you poop?
No, it makes you pee.
Oh.
But it takes away all the caffeine withdrawal symptoms.
Weird.
And it tastes really good. It tastes like iced coffee. It's just like this instant powder. You put it in water and fill it up with ice. And I feel like I taste like I'm having iced coffee. Mm-hmm. It doesn't give you like the energy perk.
Yeah.
But like the headache, all the weirdness from caffeine withdrawals.
Yeah.
Like you don't get any of that.
Yeah.
You're just tired because you're not getting the like.
So do it on a day that you don't really have to kind of have to plan ahead.
Well, but like I just get to a point where I'm like caffeined out. Like I have like 2 iced Americanos plus an energy drink for the gym and then something to write. And
the pre-workout.
It's just, and then by the end of the day, I'm like, you drank mostly caffeine. Like you didn't even drink water. You just drank caffeinated beverages.
Yeah.
So once a year, I like to go a couple months just like without. So I'm on that right now.
Well, bless you.
Oh, thank you. But before, Addison Rae also has this energy drink flavor from this brand called Alani.
What?
Yeah. So there's this brand called Alani, and they have really good energy drinks. Like the flavors are very delicious. Because normally energy drinks, like CVS.
Oh, okay.
But like normally energy drinks taste kind of like nuclear waste or chemo. Like they're not good. But these Alani ones, they're very good. Okay. And the best flavor is the Addison Rae flavor.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll see the can is pink and has these lips on it.
Cute.
But I was getting a moment like listening to the Addison Rae song
drinking
with my
Alani.
Addison Rae Alanis. I was a full stan. I was a full Adderall.
Gosh,
like
you were full Adderall.
It was a full Adderall. Adderall army.
Yes.
Not the Lil Racists.
No. That is a band. That is dead. It's not.
I don't think she would appreciate it.
No. I need to see now. This is me manifesting. Hey Celsius, let's do a flavor.
You should. She lives off of you.
Yeah, literally. Like, put it in an IV.
I'm still dying imagining you waking up at Coachella with the nightstand. Like,
I'm not kidding. I'm
Pop
not
the
kidding.
can.
I think one morning my breakfast was Celsius, a pickle, and a shot of tequila.
Jesus Christ.
I was leaning in.
Survive.
I was leaning in. I mean, when I'm here, I don't do any. I'm so boring. Like, my day-to-day here is very much like, yeah, I'll have a coffee. I go to the barn. I ride my horse. I come back. I do a bunch of work. I'm like, look, I'm on vacation, and I have not really been on vacation in a long time. To the point, like, usually even when I have like a day or 2 days where I go somewhere, I'm still like on my email responding to people. This was where I was like, leave me the fuck
disconnect
alone.
I want my fucking pickles and my Celsius,
yes.
my vodka Red Bull,
and I want to jump around in the desert and act a fool. I had pink flame pasties on.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah, I'm like, which by the way, now I have a tan line, pasty tan
around your nipple.
Yeah, it just looks like white flames,
or a skin condition,
potentially.
Not the titty flames.
Not the titty
Not the
flames.
titty flames. Woo. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Now I'm dying. Hold on. Oh, God. It's the dust.
Cough it up. It's the clay.
It's the clay. It's the clay. It's the clay.
I have tears in my eyes. It's so stupid.
Oh my God. We're so dumb. We're so dumb. We're going to get arrested.
Between low racist and titty flames. This episode.
They're going to be like, you guys are so dumb. We're going to shove you out this window onto the Pacific Design Center parking lot. Get the hell out of here and never come back. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of getting fired, what is your like $1 billion I'm gonna save the world bad idea?
Solar energy paint.
Oh,
We can just paint all the roads with solar, and so like every
and houses and
yeah. So like all the roads, all the parking lots, because like if you look at any city, like top down, it's all fucking pavement.
Yeah.
Like, why shouldn't that be
I love that idea.
powering the grid?
Powering the grid, powering every stoplight,
Yeah.
everything that's
Exactly.
nearby. It would just become self-sufficient.
Exactly. Inventors, invent that.
Invent that. Solar
that.
powered paint. I love that idea.
Yeah.
See, I think that's a really smart idea. Why isn't that possible?
I'm sure it is.
Well,
We'll get there.
whoever listens to this, hopefully someone who's like,
Celsius people, solar paint people.
yes, yes.
Are you listening?
I also think that every house that is built from this point forward, they should just come with solar roofs. Like, why don't they?
I mean, cost, but
But can't they like build it into the I don't know.
I mean, I think it's
like,
probably,
what if you
it's
don't
probably
pay...
just prohibitively expensive for a lot of people at this point. But also, as the technology gets better, the cheaper it'll become.
Right, exactly. But also, like, if you're not paying for, like, instead of having like solar panels on roofs, what if it's just every roof, like roof tiles? You know, the little...
Didn't Elon Musk, did those ever come out? Because he had, like, there was, like...
I don't know. Now
or
he's
Tesla
wasting
tiles.
his time.
That was what it was called.
Okay, but now he's wasting his time trying to buy fucking Twitter. Like, can he get it together?
I know, it's so stupid. But
all of these dudes have so much money that they could throw... This is why I'm saying the $1 billion bad idea.
Yeah.
They have the money to throw at these theories to then figure out if they would be viable or not. So why aren't they doing that? They've done other things.
I know. What was it Jeff Bezos said in the interview? He was like, I have too much money. I have nothing left to do other than go to space. I was like, oh,
really?
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Did you hear that?
No, I'm so glad I didn't hear that.
It was really nauseating. It was
also,
gross.
and they're like, there'll be a commercial that's like, Amazon donated $500 million to help climate change. I'm like, that's nothing.
Donate more. What really makes me
you
mad
guys don't pay
is
taxes.
like when you go to Whole Foods now, there's like a charity thing at the end of like your transaction at Whole Foods. And I'm like, me donate money.
Right.
You donate money.
Yeah.
In my name. Like I ran the transaction and you just tell me, oh, we donated this much to this cause because you purchased with us today. How about that?
Yes, I agree. We matched it. We matched your... They have the money to do it. Hey, listen.
Amazon.
Hey.
We got something to say.
I want to talk to you. I need to
make
tell
the solar paint. Damn it. Shoot the trash to space.
So I'm so happy that you were here for my like little like sleepover vibes.
Yes.
What is your favorite thing that you ever did like at sleepovers? Like, what's your favorite thing to do at a sleepover?
Oh my gosh. Well, you have to have pizza.
Thinking back, I have to have pizza.
Like sleepover era, and like my friends were all girls, obviously. So like our sleepovers, especially back in the day, because my sleepover era was the early 2000s.
Yes.
So it was MTV. Just on the TV.
Well, you got to make sure you're staying at someone's house whose parents let them watch MTV.
Oh, yeah, that's not
my house. It was blocked.
The channel was blocked. It was interesting at our house because sometimes it would just be like a sidelong glance, and then other times it'd be like, "Get this off the TV."
Yeah.
It was just like you didn't know what you were gonna get.
Yeah.
But yeah, the same friend who came over the other night.
Oh my
Her
gosh.
house was the go-to hang, and like the entire basement was just kind of like her domain.
Yeah.
Because she had a single dad, so it was just kind of like, basement's yours.
Lucky her.
And
That's amazing.
So like the basement was just like our little NSYNC Britney Backstreet Boys world.
Wow,
and, like,
I love
get
that.
Pizza.
You gotta choreograph a dance.
Every time the dance is choreographed.
Yep.
There was always back in that era, that was AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh.
And if you were in like the year 2000,
The chat rooms?
well, anything. Or like some of the girls found some boys' screen name, and so it was like going on and like seeing if he was on there. It's like, oh my God, he's there.
Yeah.
That was an era. And like
It really was.
crowding around the computer to be like, tell him you want to kiss him.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I love Pen 15 is like they really
That
captured a
show is
lot
the
of
best.
that era that's so super specific
Very specific.
to like such a certain generation of people.
Yeah.
And like nobody else really understands, but if you were not 13 in the year 2000, like you won't understand.
Yeah, it was everything. It was those days.
Yeah. So like these days, if I was doing a sleepover, still the pizza, still the cozy clothes. I mean, why not with the NSYNC and the Britney? Like that's always my party.
Oh, you gotta
like,
have a good playlist.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And except
Having a good playlist now is like when you would call the radio station and they'd be like, what's the number one, the 9 at 9, and you'd get on the radio station and you'd be like, oh my God, so I want to request.
Do you know, one of the only times I actually got through for one of those contest things, I won Britney Dream Within a Dream tour ticket.
That's a good win.
Yeah.
That's a really good win.
The only one that I've ever won.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I won a couple of times, and I remember what I won was I got to come down to the radio station, 107.1 WA1A.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. And pick out a CD.
I mean,
And by pick out a CD, I mean there was just like a little box to pick from. And I remember there was like that band Lit
oh, yeah.
was one of them, but I chose La Bouche.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Always
Be
an ally.
my lover.
She's been an ally since the beginning.
The best. The best. If you were to call
Yes.
the radio station, WA1A,
1A or whatever you said.
well, it's W Ariana 1
Oh.
Ariana.
Oh, yes.
What would you request? What is your, because I'm going to make a playlist and I
Oh.
want you, what is your song that you're going to put on the playlist?
This is a lot of power. A playlist.
Yeah.
A playlist can be a powerful thing.
It sure is.
I'm going to stick with Britney. I'm going to stick with Oops album because that's the era that I'm feeling nostalgic for. And I'm going to say what you see is what you get.
I love that song. Baby, what you see is what you get. Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah, see, that's just, it's...
That's a good choice.
Yeah, it is.
I love that.
And I feel like it's the energy for today. It's just like...
Yeah, literally. Baby, what you see is what you get.
And it's an anthem. It's so empowering.
It is. Oh my God, Simon, thank you so much for coming on my podcast.
Thank you for having me. This is
I'm
so much fun. I feel like we just laughed the whole time. I don't feel like there's any usable dialogue in this.
Probably
it's just
not.
me going...
Probably not. We're gonna trash this whole thing. But I'm glad that you came.
Yes, I am so glad that I came.
And I would love to have you back one day.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. And now I feel like I'm gonna need to, let me take one more swig of Pedialyte.
Oh, God
try
bless.
not to barf. And have some pizza. And would you please, for the folks at home, will you please tell them how they can find you?
I am at Simon Curtis on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. But no, not the TikTok. I forgot what my TikTok, because I'm not on TikTok yet.
Simon Curtis.
Pause on the TikTok. At Simon Curtis on Twitter and Instagram.
And if you guys know what's good for you, you will follow him because Simon has a lot of super fun, amazing things that he is always posting, not limited to an amazing frog named Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, little Tony.
My baby.
And amazing projects coming up, past, present, and future. So you guys got to follow Simon.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
Au revoir. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you, Ariana.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the Dear Media YouTube channel for more videos.